Hi everybody, Hannah here. Welcome back to my channel for another video, and in today's video it is going to be little man's 5-month update. 5 months old. Seriously, that still boggles my mind. The fact that I had a boy still boggles my mind, but never mind. If you are new, a bit of background, then hi, as I said, my name is Hannah. I am a stay-at-home mum to 5 children, 4 girls, and this little man is, as you could have probably guessed, my only boy. So, yeah, is this video all about you? As I said, it's his month update, and as with all of my baby updates, I will talk about his sleeping, his eating, and then general development and milestones. So with that said, let's just crack straight on. Sleeping wise, this little monster is very hit and miss. Sometimes he will have a good 2-hour chunk of a nap, like late morning to early afternoon. Sometimes, won't you? Yes. Other times he will just have little cat naps throughout the day. He will, however, go down at bedtime 9 times out of 10 without any hassle, won't you? He will have a feed and then be out like a light. He has lately started waking up between 9 and 10, so we'll put him down at 7. He has started waking up between, well, I'll say 9 and 11 sometimes, because it's been before I've gone to bed, which I haven't minded. And then he will then stay asleep from that feed from anywhere between 2 till 4. And then depending on when he's woken up for that feed will then depend on when he wakes up in the morning for another feed. And then he will normally have a feed around 7 as we're starting the day. Is that yummy? So yeah, that is the sleeping wise, and I kind of tied that into feeding at the same time. But yeah, so they are what happens with his sleeping and feeding through the night, because you do still wake up through the night, don't you? Feeding wise, he is still breast milk. Now, between months 3 and 5, as that's when an update hasn't happened, he was on formula. For a while, he was on formula. About a month, I want to say, he was on bottles of breast milk or formula. He was combi fed, and that was because this beautiful, happy-go-lucky boy had bitten and pulled my nipples raw. They were bleeding, they were bruised, he had exposed muscle. It was not a fun time at all, so he had to come off me and have bottles. But I repeat, some of them were breast milk, some of them were formula, and he took the bottle really well and all of this. And then he is now back on boob more than he's having bottles. Don't get me wrong, every now and then I will still give him a bottle, because time-wise, in regards to what we're doing, or if someone else can also help and things like this, him being able to take a bottle has been a godsend. But yeah, most of the time he is back on being fed from me. And feeding wise, I've said what he's like during the night, and daytime, in all fairness, I don't pay attention to if there's a pattern during the day, but I think on average it ranges between 2 to 4 hours between feeds, doesn't it? From when you might want things. Yeah. He isn't on solid foods at all, however he is very much showing signs of it. As you can tell, he's numbing on his hands, something fierce, so that's also the sign of teething. But in regards to food, he will watch food when it's in front of him. Like if me or Dad are eating something and we'll see that he's watching it, we'll go like that, and he'll follow it. You gonna follow my hand? Nope. Also, he has started licking his lips a little, like that sort of motion when he sees that any of us are actually eating something, if he's interested. So yeah, he is definitely showing the signs that he might be getting ready for food, but I'm not going to start him on any solids just yet. Am I? No, not this time. General development wise, he is absolutely coming on in leaps and bounds, bless him. Literally only today, before filming this video, he has gone to roll from his back to his belly, then back to his back, and then onto his belly again, which was absolutely brilliant to watch. So rolling is very much coming along in your strengths, isn't it? We're going to blink and you're going to be halfway across the room. Yeah? Teething is still a major thing that is happening. It is numbing on his hands, something fierce, and screaming fits, bless him, that can happen even when we've given him something for his teeth, just because of how uncomfortable he is. And obviously he hasn't fully mastered the bringing everything up to his mouth yet to like actually chew on it. So teethers are that little bit useless, though we do have some ready and on hand and waiting. So when he's able to do that, we have some ready for him. And yeah, his head control is brilliant. His smiles are completely and utterly contagious. And he has the best personality. Literally, he loves being centre of attention. He loves it when his sisters come and give him all the attention. And he is just, you can tell when something is wrong, because that is when he's grumpy. He literally will only be upset and grumpy if something's wrong, whether it be that he's hungry, whether it be that he's too hot, too cold, or that he wants a nappy change and just things like this. But once you've actually then fulfilled that need, he will go back to being smiley and just beaming at you and just looking like you're the most important person in the world. And his recognition is getting there as well, actually, in regards to certain people, because he recognises me and my voice. He is starting to recognise Dad. He recognises some of his sisters, though in all fairness, all four of them possibly just go into a blur. But also people that we see on a regular basis, he is loving them. And there is one of our friends that literally every time he sees her, he just beams and lights up at her. And then the female pastor of our church, actually, as well. He is a major flirt with her, aren't you? Because whenever she comes on the screen in the family room, or if she's on stage, he will shut up. Even if he was that little bit fussy, he will shut up and he will stare at her. So, yes. And he has a type, actually. They're both long-haired brunettes, aren't they? Yes. Yes. Also, he does like to try and stand as well. He is trying to stand already, which is a little worrying thing, isn't it? You're growing up too fast. Yeah, you're growing up too fast. We do still have one of the girls' jumbaroos, so he does spend a little amount of time in that. Not very much and not very often, but if it is that he just wants to be up, then he will normally love to be in that, though that only lasts about 10-15 minutes. He does sit in the bumbo that we have as well, and only the last few days he's stopped starfishing in it. If you put a baby in a bumbo, then you'll know what I mean, where their legs just go out to like stiff rocks either side, and then their hands are like that either side of the top of the bumbo as well. He was starfishing in the bumbo, which was rather sweet to see. And what else? He is slowly starting to find his feet. He found his feet earlier as well. It's as if he knew I was going to film this video, because he's gone and started doing a few other things, which is rather cute and cool. So, yeah. Yeah. Clothes-wise, he is nicely in the middle of 3 to 6 months clothes, and I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. He weighs, 15 pounds 7 ounces, which is how much he weighs, which converted to 7 kilograms, I believe. So he is still nicely moving up and things like that. He has all these little rolls over him as well. He is getting baby rolls, and he's eating my hand at the minute. Nice baby slobber, isn't it? And that is it. I don't think there is anything that I am missing. If you have any questions about his development or how he is doing in general, then please drop me a comment down below and I will endeavour to answer your question as best as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. If you are new, please consider hitting subscribe. We would love it if you stuck around on this crazy journey that is our lives. And yeah, other than that, we hope you have a wonderful day and we will catch you next time. Give everyone a nice smile. Smile? Nope, just bubbles. Just bubbles. Bye everybody. Hi William. What you doing? Hi, big smile. Oh, you playing?